to go out there and dominate, and that's what we expect out of them. Obviously we didn't like what happened in the first outing, and probably he made a few adjustments. Everybody talks about the fastball. I think it was more about the secondary pitches. He had the slider in the first inning, but after that, he didn't have command of it. The changeup was okay, so for him to be successful, his secondary stuff has to be better, and he knows it. So hopefully, he can get it tonight.
Alex, I think 8 of the home runs that have been hit against you have come on the first 2 pitches of an at-bat. How do you have your guys balance trying to get ahead with, trying to avoid something like that early?
That's a tough one because we really want them to get ahead. I think the one yesterday like David, for example, yesterday, I recall that. It was a changeup to Davis, but he cut it to the middle of the zone. So he makes a mistake. It's a strike, but it's not a quality pitch. It doesn't mean because it's a strike, it's a great pitch. So he cut that one, it's a home run. The one to Laureano, it was a two-seamer that was supposed to be in. He left it over the plate and hit a home run. He's not trying to go right down the middle. He just missed right down the middle. So we want them to be aggressive in early in count, so we can expand after that. That's the way the game is going. You work ahead and then you expand either down and up, and you can get people out. But give them credit yesterday. They attacked some pitches in the zone early and they hit out of the ballpark.
So you think it's less about the way other teams are approaching and attacking you guys, and more about your guys executing pitches?
Well, we have to look back at last year how they attacked us. If they were taking pitches or they were aggressive, I think it's just the quality of the first pitch. If you leave it on the plate in the era that we're playing, and you guys know it, I like guys to be aggressive in strike zone. If it's there, try to do damage. That's what the game is coming to. It's not the 0-4 Red Sox or the 0-4 Yankees that you just grind out of bats and try to get to the bullpen. And now it's if you can get them early, you get them early.
How did Dustin do with his 9 innings today?
He did well. I actually talked to him today. I think it was 4 at bats. He had 3 quality at bats. He made some diving plays at second. He said he felt fine. So now the plan is to go to Greenville. The 4th, that's Thursday.
Yeah.
So most likely he'll go back to back. The 4th and the 5th, Saturday off, Sunday he'll play 9, and then we'll go from there.
He'll play 9 in Greenville?
Yes.
How do you think Vasquez has evolved as sort of a game caller, a game manager?
He's doing a good job. We saw that towards the end of last season. He caught most of the games in the playoffs. So he understands Dana. At the same time, he uses our information provided by our analytical team, and he understands that there has to be balance. Sometimes you feel that a team is doing this, and all of a sudden Seattle happens. It's such a different team and a different approach compared to last year. Although they have different players, so you have to make adjustments. And it probably took us a while in Seattle, but I think we finished well with the bullpen. So he's been fine. We saw that in October, so nothing has changed.
Was that pretty eye-opening for him? Like, obviously you guys had to micromanage every little thing.
In October?
Yeah, in October.
Yeah, but he did get into the scouting report and all the information that we were getting from upstairs, the information with Dana, the communication was great with him and the pitchers. I know a lot of people were a little bit scared when we decided to go with him and Porcello for the first time last year, but that's part of it. And I've been saying all along, we trust, Blake with everybody, Christian with everybody, and before that, Sandy with everybody.
Nathan going tomorrow. Have you guys looked back at the video? Do you see anything that you want him to do better?
If you ask him, he'll tell you not to leave pitches right down the middle. You get caught up on them catching up with fastballs and breaking balls, but if you go back to the video, the fastball to Narvaez was right in the middle. The one to Smith, that cutter, that was a good pitch. So you gotta give him credit, to get to that pitch. But the other ones, they were around the plate, and it really doesn't matter what kind of stuff you have. If you leave pitches right down the middle at the big league level, you're gonna pay the price.
And do you guys know who you're gonna have start that as the 6th starter for the win?
Not yet. Yeah.
It's definitely going to be the Sunday game.
Sunday. Yeah.
Alex, when you look at a team like the A's, usually pretty low in payroll, how do you think they've been able to be successful, kind of despite that?
As everybody knows here, when we played them in, when was it, May last year?
Yeah.
My words were like, yuck, get them out of here. Yeah. They can play defense, they can pitch, they put good at bats, and they have a great bullpen. It's a complete team. And I think they made an adjustment with the lineup when they put Chapman hitting second. It changed the whole complexion of their team. Obviously defensively, he's one of the best I ever seen. He's amazing at third, and offensively, he does an outstanding job controlling the zone, driving the ball the other way, and he gave them balance for some reason. Bob made that decision, and they took off from that day. And they're as a baseball fan, they're fun to watch, but as a manager, they're not fun to watch. But they're really good. They're really good, and they made it to the wild card game last year. I know a lot of people feel that the AL West is a one-team race with the Houston Astros, but there's some good teams in the division. We just went through Seattle, and it's a different dynamic offensively. These guys, they're a complete team, so they're really good.